Good evening, I'm Jill Valley. Dennis Bragg will join us shortly. Today, we get a detailed look at the budget and personnel cuts proposed at the University of Montana as the school continues to deal with declining student enrollment and a $10 million budget deficit. President Seth Bodnar is calling this draft report, quote, the University of Montana Strategy for Distinction. Today, Bodnar unveiled this comprehensive report to the Faculty Senate. We start our coverage tonight with a look at the top 5 departments impacted by those proposed cuts. The College of Humanities would lose 16.5 full-time equivalent positions. This proposal would discontinue majors in French, German, Spanish, Russian, Classics, and Area Studies by consolidating into 2 major areas, Asian Studies and European Studies. The College of Sciences would lose 8 full-time equivalent positions. The proposal here is to create a division of Physical Sciences and a division of Mathematical Sciences, Economical, and Computational Sciences. The College of Visual and Performing Arts would lose 6 FTEs. This proposal would create the School of Visual and Media Arts by combining the School of Art and Media Arts. The interdisciplinary program would also lose 6 positions. This proposal is to discontinue the Global Humanities and Religions program. Instead, this proposal would create a division of Cultural, Environmental, and Sustainability Studies that includes programs in Women's, Gender and Sexuality Studies, African American Studies, and Native American Studies, among other things. The Social Sciences program would stand to lose 4 full-time equivalent positions. This proposal creates a division of social sciences that includes anthropology, sociology, and linguistics, and integrates the School of Journalism with communication studies. It is going to take a combination of cuts and curriculum if the University of Montana is going to solve its ongoing budget issues. And UM President Seth Bodnar says that is going to take some hard decisions. Dennis Bragg is covering the formal announcement of the university's proposed budget realignments this afternoon. He joins us now live from the University of Montana campus. Dennis.
Jill, everyone on campus has known this day is coming as the administration grapples with a way to stop the flow of red ink, but also to realign UM to be a stronger school going forward, and more than anything, a school that will attract and keep students. Today's Senate faculty meeting was moved to the music recital hall to accommodate the large turnout as everyone gathered to hear more details of the proposed cuts and changes for the next few years. Bodnar was very frank about both the opportunities and the problems UM is facing as the second decade of the 2000s draws to a close, saying the university hasn't been clear or focused about UM's special strengths and what attracts students. And he noted the sharp slide in enrollment hasn't been helped by a past decision to limit money tied to marketing.
A university can't operate without some funding for recruiting and retention. We have to restore that funding. So when you add that up, you have a true structural imbalance of the magnitude of about $10 million. So that's not a crisis, as we said in January, but it is not sustainable over the long run. So the question becomes, what do you do about that?
Bodnar says there's no way UM can continue to do everything we do now and do it well. But he also expresses optimism that once the university comes out at the other end of the tunnel, it will be a much stronger institution, much better aligned to meet what students need in the future, and much stronger financially. And he challenged the university community to dig into the details as if we were starting from scratch in making the realignment.
We have endeavored to identify the ways in which we can keep our offerings to students and give our students the best, highest quality education and the most offerings and most options as possible while addressing our budget issues. And the recommendations that will follow are a result of a deep analysis. We recognize that that analysis is not perfect, and that's why this is the beginning of a discussion.
President Bodnar is stressing that this is a preliminary plan. He said that several times a day, and that the development will be continuing in the coming weeks and months. There will be 3 more presentations where Bodnar will share these preliminary recommendations. The first is on April 20th at 4 p.m. where President Bodnar and members of the UPC will host a campus forum for all employees. And then on April 24th and 26th at 3 p.m., the Faculty Senate will host listening sessions open to all faculty and staff. All 3 presentations will be in the Social Sciences building. That's in room 352. The public can also go online to comment on the proposal, and this information is on the KPAX News app. Just look under the Seen on KPAX section. Now, ultimately what happens here will be going to the University of Montana, the university's Board of Regents, and they'll be discussing these proposed cuts coming up at their regular meeting, which is set for late May in Havre. Reporting live from the University of Montana, Dennis Bragg, MTN News.
All right, thank you, Dennis. Now, coming up tonight at 10, we'll have reaction from faculty, and we'll bring you the latest developments on air and on our KPAX News app. After more than 20 years in prison, they're finally free men. A judge ordered 2